You succeeded in acquiring intel on the underground fortress.
Well guys, welcome back to the Dragon's Crown co-op gameplay part 3. So from the last part, we retrieved a sword for Count Dean. And let's report back to the castle, see what happens.
You also mentioned the hero's legendary sword. Naturally, he demands the great sword, but at least he's in a good mood now. He thought you'd just flee, but you didn't. It seems that he thinks much more highly of you now. Dean confides in you some of the problems in the castle. Once the king went missing, the Prime Minister began recommending the Archduke...
Okay, so here's the deal. The Prime Minister is working with the Archduke Magnil to claim the throne, and then the Count Dean wants to stop them, so Hal just hired Tomit to steal the scepter, but we got it back and then give it back to the Prime Minister, and it looks like the Prime Minister is the bad guy here.
Suddenly, the Prime Minister and the Princess appear. It seems you are being watched. The Count glowers and departs. The Prime Minister warns you not to involve yourself any further. The Princess, as usual, looks back with blank eyes.
So apparently it's implying the Princess is controlled somehow by the Prime Minister or something.
To tell them what transpired. Roland also happens to be here to report on a job. However, Samuel is not here. Roland is waiting for him to return. Roland thinks that he just missed him.
And when we report back to the Adventurers Guild, the Guildmaster is not there. So Roland asks us to find him. I actually goes to every place in the city. And finally, I found the master is in the temple, but you have to pray to see him.
A giant man in armor finishes his prayers and turns around. His pensive expression quickly turns fierce as he sees you. He tells you that he was praying because he has sent many friends to look for the king, but they haven't found the slightest clue. When you ask to help, Samuel just nods and hands you a request form. It's the same request the temple gave you. In a remote region, marriageable girls are disappearing, one by one. The catacombs are believed to be linked somehow.
Okay, so whenever you leave the temple, you will see this ragged old man. And then it doesn't matter whether you give him one coin or doesn't, so nothing will happen. But I believe if you keep giving him money, there might be some storyline triggered. So let's find it out later.
To solve the mystery of the disappearances, you head to the catacombs, where the villagers fear to tread.
Okay, new mission.
In the catacombs, stark white bones are strewn about the ground, as far as the eye can see.
Okay, so now we are in the Castle of Dead, and of course we are gonna fight some dead people.
Prosperity.
Be very careful with this big guy, and then because after it died it will explode, and then there's a lot of poisonous green just these, and they are poisonous, and then just try to avoid it. after defeating these skeleton soldiers, so a weird dead knight with heavy armor showed up, and then with a huge sword stabbed into his heart, and it's implying the knight looks like killed himself, something like that, maybe.
He's holding a scroll. When you accept it,
and then the knight gave you a scroll and then disappeared.
The path ahead of you is connected to the ruins of the castle colloquially called the Castle of the Dead. In olden times, whenever a girl disappeared, the locals would say she'd been called to the Castle of the Dead.
Okay, so funny part here, it looks like the fighter just hit the dwarf, but actually it is not. The dwarf's HP didn't decrease.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh my.
Okay, so in here you need a torch to defeat these ghosts. Or if you have, you control the wizard, you can use those like fire magic to defeat them.
What? I got it.
And again, don't forget to open the doors in the middle of the screen. And usually there are treasure chests or some important stuff in there.
It's my turn. Voila!
You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
Thanks.
Okay, so we saved the first village girl. Okay, another treasure room. So there might be another village girl in there.
Help me!
You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
Okay, so yes it does. 2 village girls saved. So during this stage, those village girls will choose a very relatively good place to hide out, and then you don't need to worry about her.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So there is no village girl to save in this room. So let's move on. Okay, more spiders.
It's my turn. Simple. Oh, I can do that.
Hold on. Did we just miss a room? Yes, I think we missed a treasure room.
Protect the village girl. If she is bitten by the others...
Now let's fight some vampires. So be careful whenever the vampire is close to the village girls, and then just fight them immediately. Otherwise, they will just attack the girl quickly, and the village girls will lose HP fast. Okay, so now the vampire is dead, and then 2 girls are saved.
Kidnapped girls had been turned. They are now vampires, attacking other people. You utter a silent prayer, hoping that you have... In your hands is the bloody scroll that the ghost knight had given you.
Okay, so let's sell the unused spoils and go back to the guild master.
You are curious about the bloody scroll. You show after examining the scroll, the signature and other details indicate that it is a letter from the king to the princess. It is a report telling her that he had obtained the dragon's crown. You wonder if this letter is true.
It's implying the knight who handled the scroll was the king himself.
The king's death will profoundly affect the kingdom and neighboring lands. Samuel orders you to report it to the castle.
Back again, eh? Stop!
Immediately, you are overwhelmed by guards and thrown into the castle jail, charged for a crime you did not commit. This is a common
So after leaving the guild, you were arrested and then thrown into the jail.
After a few days, the cell door opens. Once your eyes grow reacclimated to light, you see Count Dean standing before you. He unshackles your ankles and explains the situation to you. The Prime Minister had been jailing all of Dean's allies. As expected, Gustav was working for Bolga. He used a magical necklace to control the princess and influence Haydn.
And Count Dean rescued you from the jail.
Confronted the Prime Minister. Gustav fled with a ship full of treasure. The princess apologizes for involving you in this. While she was a hostage, Dean couldn't confront...
The princess was controlled by a magic necklace before, and then without the necklace, the princess turned back to normal.
However, when Gustav fled, he also stole the royal orb, another treasure that represents the right to rule Heidland. If McNeil gets the orb, it will likely result in civil war. However, the orb does not appear to have reached Bolga. Princess Vivian asks for your help with this incident. You immediately agree and begin...
And the Count Dean will highly possible become the new king. And then they ask you to get the orb back from the pirates.
To get the orb back, you travel to Ghost Ship Cove.
So let's go get the orb back.
The inside of the cave connects to a fissure on the coastline.
So now we are in the Ghost Ship Cove.
Passing through this area. There are myriad tales of ships disappearing
So still at the beginning, nothing special. Some skeleton soldiers, some bats, some alligators.
Here they come.
A beautiful voice in the sea calls out to you. You'd heard of
And
mermaids'
then we
legendary
meet a
curiosity.
mermaid.
She asks you many questions. From your conversation, you learn Gustav's ship was indeed attacked by pirates. That means the pirates likely have the orb. According to the mermaid, the pirates scattered...
And now the mermaid confirms that Gustav's ship was attacked by the pirates. So it's highly possible the orb is in the possession of the pirates. Oh, our wizard just turned wooden box into some little monster and then fight with us. So still the same enemies here, some skeleton soldiers, some undead, some bats.
They're here.
Okay, so we are finally on board a ship.
Let's see. Done.
They were being duplicitous. It was all a ruse.
So now we see the pirates. So these pirates are slightly stronger than the enemies before, but still not a big challenge. Okay, so now we are off the ship, and then we just get a new pile of bones. And then just the one thing to mention, it doesn't matter where you get bones from, and the actual level of the player you can resurrect is totally depends on your current level when you collect the bones. So the player you resurrect will be the similar level as your current level. Okay, fighting in the dark again. So now, and also fighting some ghost. So let's find some torch.
Oh, I can do that.
They're here!
Okay, so we just gained one more life point. Okay, finally, the boss fight, the pirates.
Coming to attack you.
We are fighting a lot of pirates here, and then they are not quite very powerful, but just pay very attention to one particular pirate who is holding the magical lamp. And he can cause out the genie from the lamp, and the genie is really powerful, and then you cannot attack him at all. So just try to attack the guy with a white arrow on his head, holding the lamp. And also you can take the lamp as your weapon, and then you can summon the genie, and the genie will fighting on your side. So I didn't notice this at the first time when I played this, so I was trying to attack the genie, but actually it doesn't work. Okay, finally we kill all the pirates, but if I know I can take the lamp earlier, that's gonna be like much faster.
Stolen by the Prime Minister among the treasure the pirates. You reclaim the stolen royal orb.
And we got the orb back, so let's head back to the castle.
The orb you retrieved must be returned to the castle. The princess and count can't contain their surprise. They'd already resigned themselves to the worst possible outcome. You've won a great deal of favor from the royal family. The princess smiles upon you and Dean trusts you implicitly. The succession imbroglio has been dealt with. Once the king is buried and Parliament approves, Dean will succeed the king. Still, the future king wears a somber expression.
Alright, so that's all for part 3. Please stay tuned for the further gameplays. Bye-bye.
Tribe is pushing in from the east, and more tribes are joining their ranks. They're an ever-present menace. Also, while Heidland is currently at peace, Bulgar will surely strike if they sense an advantage. Worse still, the evil enchanters of the Mornion religion have cast their lot with the Bulgan threat. You are beginning to grasp why the last king of Heidland risked his life to find the dragon's crown. I need it, Dean mumbles quietly.